Good evening. I'm really delighted to be here today, and I would like to express my gratitude to the host, uh, the organizer of this program. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to brilliant minds here, beautiful minds. And I welcome you all to one of the best scholarship opportunities in 2022. Uh, for this, I'm giving a task to speak on scholarship pitfalls and the pitfalls to avoid when submitting scholarship applications. Uh, my name is Noah, so I'm Oyemi Madam Larry. I'm from Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering from Hokkaido University, uh, Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan. So I would like to continue to the next slide. This is my short biography. I actually obtained my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from LAUTECH, currently studying Hokkaido University, and my research interest includes aerodynamics, elasticity, acoustic, computational fluid mechanics, simulations, renewable energy, and space propulsion aircraft structures. And I have attended some conferences and also I've written some papers on this particular interest. And often I always SDGs most of the time I always put it, but not that I don't stand for all others, but I love climate change and green energy. That's why I always put them in anywhere to tech. So next slide. So now going to the main topic of the day. But before to speak briefly about the pitfalls, then you need to know how competitive scholarships are. So actually, this slide shows scholarship statistics, kind of brief statistics. And this is from actually US-based statistics, which I'm very sure is going to be applicable to Africa, I mean Nigeria in general, because now from here we can see that available private scholarship is 1.7 million and government scholarship recipient are just 16% of students. Private scholarship recipient 13% of total student population. Probability of being awarded a scholarship is 7% of students. Now imagine if a well-developed country has this kind of so low percentage. Now think of Nigeria. Even though all these countries are all open to us, so we can actually develop ourselves, but I won't lie to you, it's very competitive and you have to work hard in order for you to get a scholarship. And that means every mistake must be avoided so that you won't fall into error. Okay, now this is just a graph, let me say a pie chart. I call it a pie chart, and you can see out of 41.7 billion and how it's being shared among scholars. The black scholars have 15.46%, Asia 7.23, and you can see actually the white has the highest. So now you have to think more why you need uh, full scholarship and partial scholarship or anything. So now this is also to show uh, the percentage of each classes, STEM and non-STEM. So you can see for physical sciences 1.1%, mathematics 0.6, and so on and so forth. I'm just showing you this statistic to enable you to know that, to make you to understand that you're actually in a race and you must run the race as good as fast as possible. And that is why I'll be speaking briefly on pitfalls. Pitfalls are just the kind of barriers, okay? So from its I think it's just an English word which everybody can know. So it's there are things you have to avoid so that you will actually be able to reach goal. As you can see from here, I said in this slide, there are barriers to your successful application. So you have to avoid them. So and it has to do with your ethics, principles, and action. How you go about the application. Okay. Now, I wrote something here. I said negligence and ignorance often leads to what? The pitfalls, okay? And what are they? So until you are able to answer all these questions, then you're able to avoid pitfalls. But if you're unable to answer this question correctly, then you're actually going to be like this guy. So you have to be prepared like this guy, such the way that when you get to this gap, you can easily fill this up and reach your goal. Or you can be like this guy, starting very late till the bridge got broken and try to jump over. I'm very sure this guy is going to land down here. So now, what to do, what not to do, when to start, how to go about it, what to get. When you're able to answer all these things, then success becomes guaranteed. Okay. Now, in my slides, I always have a kind of reflection corner. I'll take home or take action or something. Now, this slide, what I wrote here is: do not wait till it becomes too late. Start now. Okay. Now, going to this, I will ensure that I made this slide very explanatory, such that anybody that see this slide will be able to understand most of these pitfalls. And right here, I use P to represent the pitfalls and S the solution to those pitfalls, so that you won't be a victim of those pitfalls. And these pitfalls, I can guarantee them into like 3 different stages: during your preparatory stage, during the application stage, and after the application. Okay. So now you are preparing. So it has to do with yourself, you and the scholarship. So now the first slide has to do with yourself. What are the things? What are the things that can hinder you? Number one is self-undiscovery. I call it self-undiscovery because it is until you discover yourself that you get to know what you want, what you need, your strength and your weakness. So now the solution: discover yourself. Okay? Know where your strength lies, know where your weakness lies. Don't exaggerate, and be sure of what you're trying to do. Okay. Because some people have seen scholarship as just a way to achieve, or let me say, to leave the country, but which it shouldn't be. Now, what is the solution? Discover yourself. Now, bit number 2: failure to prepare in life. Yes, this is very, very important. Some people will say failure to prepare is what? Is prepared to is prepared to fail, or something like that. Or some people will use PPPP, proud, or something like that. Okay, I'm very sure you are all familiar with those words. So what is solution to that? You have to develop yourself. There is a need for personal development. What are the extracurricular activities? Okay, because extracurricular activities matter a lot. It really matters a lot, and that is what has really helped some people to get scholarship. When you are maybe during strike, what do you do? Even during holiday, what do you do? Do you try to write some code? Do you try to work in a research lab? Do you try to do some other things that can help you and enhance your application? What kind of organization do you join? Do you join the SDGs goals? And SDGs goal is actually what most scholarship tends to focus on nowadays. So you have to be very careful, because all countries are working towards the 17 goals of SDGs. Now, pitfall number 3 is social media composure stance. I call it media composure stance or something, because it's also very, very important. And the solution is to always upload good content. Yeah, you may wonder what does social media has to do with pitfalls or something, but I won't lie to you. It's very, very important. Okay, what you upload sometimes affects some people tend to try to check the kind of applicant and try to know who they are or something. They try to check your social medias and see what you post or something. And also another thing is your email address. Some people, their email address is very funny. Some may write thatbigboy.com at to make all those things. No, try to avoid that. Use your name, your surname or something is very important. Then another pitfall is unresolved mind. Please try to resolve. Oh, I want this scholarship, then go for it. Okay, because some people, when they start receiving love letters, they start to get feel like, oh, no, it's so scholarship is this hard or something. Can I really get this? And try to, please don't be like that. Okay, I don't really have time. That's what I'm trying to rush through, because I have a lot of them. I have up to like 4 slides, so I have to be very fast. And each slide has 5 points each. Now, point number 5: falsify statement and document. Yeah, that's another thing. Some people try to falsify statement. Yeah, I'm good in Python, whereas you can't do it. Oh, I'm very sound. I have I was awarded the best graduate student or something like that. If you have all these things, if you try to do this, they will actually catch you. Especially your CV will reveal who you are, and you're also doing interview. They tend to understand. Oh, this essay is not being written by this guy, or this guy didn't really have this, and some other things like that. And don't falsify documents. They have a way of knowing that. If you falsify any document, then you are out of it. Okay. Now, pitfall number 6: failure to research all scholarship options. Yeah, some people, they try to limit themselves to a particular scholarship. Please go beyond that. Go beyond a particular scholarship. Try to research. Oh, full scholarship, partial. But I won't advise anybody to go for partial scholarship, because it's. But sometimes if you have a small scholarship, try to apply that. That is a way of trying to build up your courage and trying to, or let me say, you're trying to become, it will help you to become more familiar with scholarship application. Okay, now do not limit yourself to just a scholarship, to just a particular scholarship. Do not ignore small scholarship. Go for them. Okay, now another pitfall is skipping the instructions. Don't skip instructions. Read the scholarship instructions carefully, because some people they do not, some people don't read this. That's why some people they actually do not actually do what is required of them when applying for scholarship. Please pay attention to all details. It's very important. Now pitfall number 8: applying to scholarship you don't meet it with qualification. Some people will say apply. Yeah, we also say apply sometimes, but necessarily you don't have to put more effort into applying to scholarship that you don't have its qualification, because automatically you are not going to get the scholarship. In Nigeria, if you have some scholarship in Nigeria, even if you don't meet the requirements, maybe you can apply. I don't know, but I will advise you, don't put your effort, all your effort into a scholarship you don't have its requirements. Okay, spend more time and energy on scholarship you meet all its requirements. Ensure you have all the required documents, and that is one thing you have to start now. If you are still in school, get all the necessary documents. Okay, it is very very important. And if you already graduated, maybe you are doing your NYC during this time, trying to get your transcript, trying to get your certificate, trying to get MI or statement or anything you need, the statement of purpose motivation, you have to write those ones yourself. But I mean, medium of instruction, MI, try to get it as fast as possible, because some schools actually ask for that. Then if you have to write TOEFL, you have to write IELTS, and you have to sit for SAT, you have to write GRA or GMAT or anything, please start doing them now. It's very important. Now, pitfall number 9 is pessimistic. Some people are too pessimistic. They are pessimists. Let me use that word, and they often procrastinate. Please avoid it. Okay, your grade may not be a barrier. Try to apply for that scholarship, and no early start. Don't say it is too early to start. Start right now. Okay, but there is a late start. So please underline this word: no early start, but there is a what? A late start. Now, point number 10, now pitfall number 10 is poor understanding of what the scholarship entails. Now you have to understand the scholarship, know the aim of the scholarship, and gear your essay towards the aim of the scholarship, and all the essential things. Try to put them into consideration when writing your motivation letter. This is very important. Sorry, the last slide I couldn't read the reflection corner, but this one I remember too. To get new results, I need to start doing something new. What have I been doing that is not yielding expected results? So if you have that, then you have to stop it. I need to stop such a thing. Now, pitfall number 11 is starting late. Please don't start late. Although if that's why you have to have good connection in your social media, which is one of the pitfall already made mention of your social media composure stance. So that is one thing. You have to network with other scholars, and you have to always reach out, okay, to know the current state of scholarship that are available, okay, the deadlines of nothing like that, so that you're able to prepare and plan for it. Okay, now always be on lookout, search and start early, build a network around you. Now, pitfall 12: use of generic statements or essay. Use of generic statements. Yeah, this is very common. Some people, they are too lazy to write their own essay. They go online, search, and try to combine, bind, and try to do copy and paste. Send it. Oh, that is failure. Okay. And some people, they are so funny enough that because a scholar got won a scholarship, and this, oh, this is the same scholarship I'm applying to. Let me use this that same statement. Please, you are automatically sending yourself to a grave. Okay. So please don't copy paste. Try and be creative enough. You can use those ones as guide, then write the better one, send it to scholars to help you, and some other things like that. Now, I said stand out, polish towards your fit and scholarship specific. Yeah, some state you can use the same statement of purpose or motivational letter for a particular scholarship for another one, because all of them have different aim, different something, and they are different fit you may be applying to. So you have to be very careful of that. Now, pitfall number 13: not answer the scholarship essay. Yeah, this is very common. They may ask you something and you are writing something else, so you have to be careful of that. That is why you have to understand the question, what you need to write out, make some outlines, write them in the form of essay, proofread, and share with another scholar for proofread, especially scholars that have already won some scholarship or they already have enough experience. Now, pitfall number 14, use of negative witness when asked. Now, sometimes they may ask you, what is your greatest weakness or something? Some people will say, oh, I love to sleep. Oh no, those are negative weakness. Try to use positive witness. Maybe you are too focused, or when you are doing something, you find it difficult to get disengaged, especially when it's something that has to do with goal oriented or something. Try to use some positive words as if they are negative or they are like your weakness. That's what I'm saying. So don't use negative words like I, I maybe you sleep a lot, so you eat a lot. Although nobody wants that kind of thing from your head anyway. Now, so use positive witness. Difficult to disengage from ongoing activity. That's an example I wrote there. You may have a lot of them. Now, another pitfall is submission or deadline. Please and please don't submit on the deadline. Submit earlier. One or two things can be a cause. The system may crash and they may not want to, or it may be different time zones. Your own time may be, uh, uh, maybe, how should I call it? It may not be ahead, okay? Maybe behind, okay? So that means you have to submit earlier. If the scholarship deadline is tomorrow, try to ensure that you submit 24 hours before or 48 hours before the deadline. Please always take note of that. Pitfall number 16 is failure to grab the reader's attention. That's another thing. Some people, they just write. Oh, the reader is reading, the reader will even get tired or they not even be motivated to keep reading. So you have to ensure that you write correctly. I'm not saying you should, yeah, polish yourself, okay? Package yourself, but don't go beyond who you are. Don't say something that you're not, okay? And don't be too sugar coated, okay? Now, pitfall number 17 now is using same set of document for all scholars. That's another problem that some people have. They don't know how to fabricate each MOP or SOP for different scholarship. They use the same set of things without even some. They don't even change the title. They didn't even change the something. They didn't change it, and the others they will just like this is irrelevant. Okay, you just park your paper outside and neglect it. Okay, please be careful of that. Change your essay and document towards the aim and requirement of the specific scholarship. Please be careful of that. Okay, do that always. Point 18 is submission of falsified information and words skills. Yeah, some people they are fond of that. But I already said this earlier on. They will get to know that during your interview, or although some scholarship doesn't require interview, but those that require that they get to know that your CV also speak about yourself, and there's a way they try to do some findings and get to know that. So you have to be careful. Or maybe when you get there and you can't perform, don't forget some scholarship they will cancel it even if after you've gotten the scholarship. So you have to be careful about that. When they get to know you falsify a document or information, you are not skilled as you said, then you may be sent out. Okay, so be careful of that. And pitfall number 17, self-recommendation submission. Yeah, some people they don't have choice because their professor or their advisor or their referee will tell them, please write on my behalf. Even if they have to write on your behalf, don't use the same laptop you use to submit your application, okay, to submit your recommendation because they have a way of finding out through the use of IP address. So be careful of this. And another thing, be careful of who you choose as your as your referee, okay, that will recommend your work because some people you may think they like it but they may hate you and say something else. Let choose someone that can speak about you correctly and knows your strengths and weakness. Now, point number pitfall number 20 is giving up. Please, scholarship is a strong race. As I've said earlier, I think I'll show you some statistics. Please be strong and encourage yourself. Keep working out and you will actually achieve. Never give up, okay? Learn what any like there are a lot of things to motivate you, okay? When you receive a love letter, take it with gratitude and let that be at the back of your mind that yes, you already know a way not to, then you have to try another way. So by doing that, you keep moving, and as you keep moving, then you're able to what get it require your dream scholarship. Now, conclusion: do your best, focus, Believe in God and never relent. That's my point number one for you. Although I have some reflection, and so you may try and check them when you get this slide or the recorded video. Okay, know what you want and go for it. That's point two. Three, jump over the pitfalls and jump into your dream scholarship. Yeah, when you jump over the pitfall, as you can see, this guy is this is first one. This is like a barrier anyway. This is not a pit. This is another. Then he already jump over one, jump over the other. By doing that, then he actually going to get to his destination. You can see being joyful now by breaking this barrier of this world. Okay, jump over, go for that scholarship, go for it right now. Go for it right now. If you have any question, you can ask me. And if you are listening to a recorded video, you can send me WhatsApp message or through my email. It is in I have that in the front page of this slide. Thank you for listening. Wish you best of God and best of love. Thank you.